Hello, Virgo. Welcome to your new moon in Scorpio reading. It's November 4th, 2021. So over the next couple of weeks until we get to our full moon, we are going to be in this new moon energy. And so, Virgo, I just want to talk a little bit about the astrology for context before we get into the reading today. So this new moon is at 12 degrees of Scorpio, which means that both the moon and the sun are conjunct together at this 12th degree. And in Scorpio season, um it's all about diving deep and transforming energy, right? So cutting out things to make room for new things, right? Cutting out the old to make room for the new. So the planets that are making important aspects, we'll say, to this lunation is we've got in Taurus, we've got Uranus at 12 degrees, so it's making an exact opposition. And so Taurus is all about the things that we make, like we bring into our physical reality, like our possessions, our home, our valuables. And it's very much tied to the planet Venus, which is all about the things that we love and our possessions and like our self-worth and what we value, what we find beautiful, our relationships. And so this Uranus and Taurus, it's like coming in and it's really sort of giving, it's especially with the sun being that it's opposed to the sun, but also to the moon. It's sort of like the universe is coming in and it's giving us a surprise, right? Like Uranus is sudden energy. Sometimes it's chaotic energy. Sometimes like you can think of like the house of cards as falling. You get a sudden phone call, a sudden message, a synchronistic event, like somebody shows up or you get a piece of mail or a communication or a revelation, a dream even. Something comes into your life very suddenly, very unexpectedly, and it changes everything forever. So this is a huge new moon. The reason I chose to do such an extensive series for all the signs on this new moon is because it's so important. There isn't another lunation this year and for a while that will be as pivotal as this one. Like I said, this is energy that's going to unfold over the next couple of weeks. It'll be different for every single person. But the other two planets that are heavily involved, besides the Sun, Moon, and Uranus, is the planet Venus. And I talked a little bit about Venus already. It's all about our value and what we love and beautiful things and relationships and what we keep around us and things that that sort of inform our own self-worth, I would say, is the important piece. This Venus today is at 29 degrees of Sagittarius. 29 degrees is a critical degree in astrology. If you have a planet in the 29th degree, it just means that that planet is going to express itself in very, very potent and perhaps extreme ways. So Venus is super, super important. And the aspect that Venus is making is almost a perfect sextile to the planet Mercury. Now, Virgo, we know that Mercury is your ruling planet. When, that makes you mercurial, right? That makes you very, your mind is fast. It's fast moving. This is how we think and how we communicate. This is how, it even informs our interests, right? So, we like people who are mercurial like solving things. They like thinking about things, sometimes to their detriment, right? Sometimes Mercury causes us to overthink. It can cause an overactive mind, anxiety, right? So in the negative. But because we have a harmonious, right, relationship between Mercury and Venus is in this critical degree, it's like Uranus is going to come in and it's going to give you a revelation about, again, what is it that you want to keep, right? Patterns, people, situations, things, possessions. What do you want to keep, and what do you want to purge, right? And that's all what Scorpio season is about. It's that transformation. It's that getting rid of old things that no longer resonate with you, including partnerships. I think that there's a lot of partnership themes. Mercury is in the sign of Libra right now. We know that's all about our one-on-one partnerships. So it could be where you just find the partnership with your company, work, business partner, whatever, what have you. You may find it intolerable. You may find that it no longer resonates for you, like you just can't stand it. That relationship that you have with that person or that situation is not helping you grow. It's not compensating you. It doesn't value you. You don't value it, whatever, right? So substitute all of those different parts of the equation and as to how they apply to you, but it certainly can do with any one-on-one partnership, including romantic partnerships. Now, even if you're not currently in a partnership with somebody, like even if you're completely single and you're just coming to this reading to find out, like, are there, you're just like sniffing it out, like, are there any like new partnerships on the horizons? Yes, there always are, right? Because the universe, if that's what you desire, like the universe has all of that in waiting, like in manifestation for you. But I will say this, during the next couple of weeks while we're in the Scorpio season, we're in a building phase. This isn't like, okay, in other words, I would be super shocked, and I would love it if somebody ever commented on my videos to be like, oh my God, like, you're wrong. Somebody came in the middle of in the middle of this transit, like, I started a new partnership. I mean, yeah, it could happen. Like, I don't know, right? It's possible. But just with the astrology and everything as it is, I think we're in a phase right now where there's like some kind of a transformation or some kind of a something, right, that has to shift within our physical environments, our mental environments, our emotional selves, right? There's a shift that's going on right now that like sets us up for what's coming. So, without further ado, I'm going to get into the reading. Sorry for the long intro. At the bottom of the decks, all right, we've got the Eight of Pentacles and the Five of Cups. Okay, so this is just overall energy. Eight of Pentacles, obviously, you can see the crow has got his little head down and he's working away at something. So Virgo, I would say it's like you're putting your energy into something, definitely, right? Like you are working towards bringing something in, whatever that is. You're in a heads down phase, so you're kind of busy, like, so there's learning involved. There's gaining experience, there's gaining momentum. You're definitely putting forth action, right, to make these pentacles, and you're definitely working on it. So that's good. That's positive energy. Eights are always good energy in tarot. And then next we have this like Five of Cups. So this is like a little bit different. So five is conflicted energy. Let's see what's underneath this. Okay, the Chariot. Okay, well that's good. So this is like gaining traction and energy. So this is a 7. To move away, right? Again, it's gaining life experience, like you're building. And understanding that there's just, like all of the past disappointments and emotional things that just didn't work out for us. We're building new structures. Let's see what's underneath this. Yeah, Three of Cups. So that we can move into more victorious, and this is all about going towards victory too. There's the pentacle there. So this is great. So there's something overall going on. Again, you're in a building phase, okay? And learning how to move away from old disappointments and old like emotional things. Again, transforming in Scorpio season, letting go of old things that aren't, not that are not building you up, that are not allowing you to, that don't need to be part of your environment. Let's put it that way. Okay. So let's get into the reading. We had the Queen of Pentacles and Judgment, the World, the Three of Pentacles. No, sorry, Three of Wands, and the Ten of Wands. So, Ten of Wands, World, and Judgment. This is all about something coming to a completion. This is you, Virgo, as the queen. This is you. You're the queen. Man or woman, what doesn't matter, right? This is royalty. It's mature energy. The Queen of Pentacles clarified by the Empress. That's gorgeous. So this is really you up leveling. This is you coming into the next level of yourself. I think with this lunation, this 29th degree, Venus in the 29th degree, I think this is you really stepping into your Empress energy. The Queen of Pentacles is already an abundant, wonderful thing. Like this is all that, having a lovely home and, having a great family and being warm and nurturing and all of those things. But then it's almost like giving birth, in the light of the moon, right? And it's like, there you are standing in your brand new Empress clothes. This is you definitely growing. This is definitely like through this process, this lunation, I think the gift that you're going to find is that, yeah, you're making a judgment call about what no longer serves you. Eight of Cups with the Seven of Swords, getting real clarity about what you need to be on guard against. And those are swords. That's mental energy, Mercury. Really making a judgment call about what it is that you want to leave behind, right? What it is that's no longer serving you, that has caused you disappointment. You've invested, all of your wonderful pentacles, right? You've invested all of your energy and all of your time. And in order for you to up level, it's time to make a judgment call and cut out people, places, and situations that just don't serve you. And I mean, it's just very clear from an astrology. I mean, this is almost just a confirmation for the astrology is how I would look at it. And then we had the World, which really truly is, Major Arcana 21. This is victory. It's completion. This is a successful completion. Like when you make this judgment call, Virgo, to cut out these situations, these people, what have you, what that does is it does open up for something very new and very wonderful. Now, this is all very fixed energy. So this is you really coming in with this Father of Swords. I had 4 cards come out, and the 4 of Cups, Father of Swords, 4 of Cups, the 10 of Wands, and Death. Very scorpionic energy, right? But this Father of Swords is like incredibly savvy and incredibly smart. A lot of Capricorn energy, actually. I feel like Capricorn energy going on here, even though none of these cards is ruled by Capricorn, but it's almost like this feeling I get of like you coming, you've been climbing this mountain for a while, right? And this is you just getting really savvy and like using all of your wisdom. And you've got this Father of Swords. It's very mature, very level-headed, rational energy about, you're not feeling shy or reserved about lightening your load. Okay. You understand, for your own emotional stability and for your own, you just know. You just know it's time to let all of this stuff go. It's emotional dead weight. It's people, places, or situations. Again, put it into context. If you've been dealing with somebody who is immature and who is unreciprocal and who has kind of had, cast you off to the side and you're just like in this holding pattern, anybody who has been deceptive. So again, this could be at work or in your personal life. Anyone who has kept you on a hamster wheel of overthinking and trying to guess, you're just done. You're done with people who are indifferent and who are not, feeding and helping you and coming alongside of you. It's almost like you are left on your own, Virgo, at this time. And maybe that's important. Maybe it's important at this time, during this lunation, during this cycle, that in order to come to this world, to this judgment with the world, this completion, this is you really just being a lone wolf in this. This is you just moving forward on your own and cutting out all the riffraff out, so this is like you, and then like all of this crap around you, it needs to go. It just needs to go. It's weighed you down. It's brought you into a stagnant place. Anything that's stagnant, that's not helping you move forward, you're walking away from that. You're cutting it out. You're letting it go. It's too heavy. It's emotionally bogging you down. It's mentally bogging you down. And you're ready. You're ready to begin anew. And I see you with this world being very victorious. Because here you are in the Three of Wands. And the Daughter of Swords, which is the heir of the air. It's very elemental. This is the Page, right? And the Tower. So again, major arcana, this is kind of a destined thing. And I see this Tower, this is Uranus, right? This is that Uranus event that I'm talking about. It's that sudden thing that comes in and it's like the universe doing you a big favor. It really is. Now, Uranus, let's go back to the astrology. I told you it's sudden and unexpected, and it's somewhat chaotic, and it's not without pain. I'm not even going to, this is not light energy. This is serious. This is a big daddy coming in with a sword and really cutting off something. So this is major. It's not going to be, it's not like, oh, your house just burned down, and you'll be fine tomorrow. No, this is not, it's not a small deal. This is a major walking away from something, that you had invested in, that you were invested in. And I pause right there for a second, because this is, it's very karmic. It's very karmic, and it's very sobering. This, with this Page of Swords, this comes in literally like a freight train. We can think of it like lightning coming down out of the sky, or you can think of it like you wake up at 3:00 in the morning and realize that there's a tornado barreling towards you. And you have to act really, really fast and decisively. You have to, in a moment, use all of your mental faculties to navigate your way to safety and get out of the way of this thing. And I feel like the universe is coming behind you with judgment in the world, and it's protecting you, right? It's guiding you and setting you on this new path, this new trajectory to save you from impending doom. That's the sort of message that I'm intuiting at this very moment. You're being redirected for your own divine protection, is how I'm reading this. And because you are the Father of Swords in all of this, Virgo, you have mental clarity. There's a lot of mental clarity here. Like, you understand that while, like, emotionally, this is a little bit devastating for sure. Like, it feels shitty, definitely. But above the emotions, you sit in a very sober mental space, understanding what needs to happen here in order for you to move forward. You got to drop those 10 of Wands. And I think you're happy to do it. I think you're happy to cut out that old heartache. I think you're happy because you understand that this is where you're going to end up, as this Father of Pentacles. This long-term, stable, prosperous place. This upgraded version of yourself. Start with the Queen of Pentacles, end with the King. Sorry, I can't spit it out. The King of Pentacles, the Father of Pentacles. And so everything else in between has to go. Has to go. And that's what makes it okay for you. That's what makes it okay for you, is that you understand the big picture. In the moment, it feels like, holy shit. But when you stand back, it kind of makes better sense. Like, oh, okay, I see where we're going here. I see what's going on. It's okay. I can change my perspective and tolerate a little bit of pain in the moment to understand that in a few weeks, I'm going to feel a little bit better about this, right? So let's go ahead and go into the advice. The answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini next to the card of Gemini. That's Mercury. So Virgo, Mercury is the ruling planet for not only you, but also for Gemini. Or should I say, actually, first for Gemini and then for you, since astrologically Gemini happens to come before you. But the answers you need are coming, which I think we just alluded to, right? You start to see the big picture. It's painful in the moment, but Father of Swords, Daughter of Swords, you understand afterwards. There's Uranus. Jeez Louise. That's that tower. That's that tower that comes in, Uranus. And it is a genius. Uranus is genius. It's chaos, right? It's destruction. It's change. It's uncomfortable, but it's genius. Because like I said, it's the universe. It's really like you're being set up on this trajectory for very definite reasons, like for very, very good reasons. Because if you were to remain in this, you couldn't end here. If you remained here, this would be different, right? And this is where you want to be. So this is about letting go of mindsets. This is letting go. This is really about transforming your mind. Next to Uranus, we have the root card, Celi, or Cheli. It's Latin. Basically, it's the fourth house in astrology is what this card is. And this is all about like our roots. It's like our family. It's our fundamental, it's like getting down to the root of our beings. And a lot of times with this card, I will interpret it to be like our subconscious beliefs. This is a chance to really transform the way that you think about things, Virgo. It's like when you have this kind of energy come in, doesn't it almost force you to change the way that you daughter of swords, father of swords? I mean, wouldn't you have to change the way that you think about it? You almost have to. Because if you didn't, you'd just be stuck there, right? And it'd be horrible. So it is about coming back and changing your perspective. It really is. It's about stepping back and looking at the whole thing from far away like this. And going, yeah, thank God, in hindsight, thank God this happened, because I wasn't thinking clearly before about it, before I had to make this judgment or before judgment came in. Sometimes we're not even the ones making the judgment. Judgment is just made for us because we were with a shitty person or a shitty partner or a shitty company who was treating us like garbage, like hot garbage. And we were putting up with it because we weren't thinking about it correctly, right? And it was so heavy. And like now it's being cut away for us on our behalf to bring us into this better space. And like, thank God. Thank God. And in the final analysis, we have letting go. Allow the wisdom to remain, but the sting I shall never feel again. Yeah. I mean, at some point you're going to feel better. And like I said, we're in Scorpio season. It's facing the darkness. It is. It's the darkness before the dawn. It's the death. It's the rebirth. It's the transformation. It's the tower falling. But it ends a cycle. It ends a cycle. You don't have to go and repeat that again if you don't want to. It's about changing your thoughts and seeing how even in the worst pain, even in the worst possible scenario, even in the face of death, how the gifts that are going to come in the aftermath couldn't have come unless we went through that fire first, that trial. It brings you into a whole next level of creation. So, Virgo, yours is the most sobering of all the reads, for sure. Definitely. But you're going to get through it. Hope this helped. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys next week as we continue to unpack this wild Scorpio November. Take care.